How does your garden grow? We loved this book so much when we were little that the cover came off. So this is the book I read when I was teeny tiny. We love it. An earthworm was crawling along. Suddenly, the earth around him started to crack and crumble in a most alarming way. Hey, what's going on here? The earthworm asked himself. He wriggled his long pink body up through the soil to find out. No wonder the earth was moving. Someone was digging with a spade. It was a girl. To the earthworm, she looked very big. The earthworm crawled to a safe corner of the garden. There he was joined by a caterpillar, an ant, and a snail. See them hiding in the corner? Look at the little birds watching too. The girl, whose name was Gaily, dug, hoed, and raked. Her little brother, Sebastian, helped her. This was the first time Gaily had ever made a garden of her very own. When the earth was ready, Gaily carefully planted some seeds. "It's raining!" exclaimed the snail. "I'm going inside my shell to stay dry." "Oh dear," said the caterpillar, crawling under a leaf at the edge of the garden. "When my fuzz gets wet, I look like a worm. Ugh." "Don't be rude," said the earthworm. "Actually," the ant announced, "it's not raining. That girl is watering the seeds to make them grow." When Gaily finished watering, she tried to roll up the hose. By mistake, she got all tangled up. See Sebastian laughing at his big sister. Later, a flock of birds flew into the garden. The earthworm was afraid of being eaten. He hid in the soil, but the sparrows ate only seeds. To frighten away the birds, Gaily and Sebastian made a scarecrow that fluttered in the breeze. The birds stayed away. "Hooray! The radishes are up!" shouted Gaily a few weeks later. "But those are only green leaves," complained Sebastian. "Where are the round red parts?" "The red parts are under the ground," said Gaily wisely. "They need more time to grow." Radishes are super fun to grow with kids because they grow really fast. Plus, Fraggles like them, so they have to be cool. Later, Gaily dug up a radish to see how big it was. Oh, the round red part was too tiny to eat. Gaily put the radish back and packed the earth around it. As the vegetables grew, so did the weeds. Some weeds were harder to pull than others. Once, when Sebastian pulled one out, he toppled over, just missing the earthworm, the snail, the caterpillar, and the ant. One day, Gaily discovered some little green bugs on the tomato plants. She went to her mother for advice. "Those green bugs are called aphids," Gaily's mother said. "They're bad for plants." What a peculiar smell," exclaimed the ant, after Gaily and her mother had planted flowers, called marigolds, around the tomatoes. The little green bugs didn't like the marigold smell. Soon, the aphids were gone. Does anybody else do the marigold trick around your tomatoes? "Good riddance to bad rubbish," said the earthworm. "How dare you?" replied the ant. "Some of my best friends are aphids." The argument grew so fierce, they didn't notice anyone coming. But Sebastian saw the stranger. He ran to Gaily. He shouted, "There's a tiger in your garden!" Sebastian's family knew he sometimes made things sound bigger than they were, but the family was careful, just in case. There was no tiger in the garden, just a large ginger cat. Then came the day that Gaily picked many kinds of delicious fresh vegetables. For a while, the earthworm rode on the basket. Then Gaily saw him and put him on the ground. The earthworm wriggled back into the garden. As he got there, Gaily and her family gave 3 cheers. The earthworm thought they were cheering for him, but they were really cheering for Gaily and her wonderful garden. Hooray! Isn't that a fun book? We read this so much when we were teeny tiny that the whole cover just fell off. But I love this one because it shows that kids can garden and it's a family affair. Everybody gets to help and then you all get to enjoy the fruit of your labor and eat the garden goodies together. Thank you for coming along.